Alright, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to put 120 people on my team in my first 17 days marketing online. I did this completely for free and it flat out works. Um, you can set things up in an automated way, but just so you know, in order to convert the people into sales and to joining your team, it does take some effort. But your conversion rates in doing it the way I'm about to show you compared to sending people to some kind of an opt-in form, especially if you're sending people to opt into your business opportunity first, and doing it the way I'm about to show you, your conversion rates will be much, much higher. So what you want to do, basically, real quick to go over the three keys. They're extremely simple. Number one, you have got to have exposure, meaning that if you're only advertising for the most part, on your personal profile, and even if you have 5,000 friends, right now I have about almost 4,500 friends. Um, Unless you're getting a ton of um, likes, comments, and shares, obviously of the friends that you have, even for me, 4,500 people are not seeing my posts. It's a very small amount of people, so you're limited to who's going to see it. So it's kind of like having a real business and only letting 20 people see it a day. How do you expect to grow if you don't have more exposure? So, on Facebook, and people will, try to fight with me on this all day, but there's so many marketing groups that you can advertise in. So, for example, if you come to my page, if you're not in a ton of marketing groups, like hundreds of them, you can come to my page or any marketer who's advertising a lot on Facebook. You can go to their page and simply click on more and scroll down to groups, and it's going to list out all of the different groups that I'm a part of, and also obviously from someone else's page that they're a part of. So you'll be able to come here, and whenever you hover over it, there's going to be, I believe whenever you just hover over the name, it'll give you the option to join it. So you simply click join, and in time you will be accepted. And most of the people who are the admins to these groups will accept you relatively quickly. Now, don't go in and join 300 groups today. What you want to do is maybe do, like, I don't know, 25 to 50 a day. I think you'll stay safe with that. That will start to increase where you can advertise to. Now, once you have a ton of exposure, you don't want to be manually posting in these groups. So we need to use some kind of an auto poster that allows you to post to multiple groups at the same time. Things like Hootsuite, Post Planner, Postcron. There's a lot to use. So, if you already have one, you could probably use the one that you're using. Just make sure that the one that you're using, make sure it doesn't have a lot of limits as to how much you can do it, because a huge key in you being able to produce results is, you want to be able to post your ad or ads into as many groups as possible every single day. You want to be able to advertise 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No kidding. And you want to be able to do it while you sleep. So if the auto poster that you're using only allows you to do like 10 groups at a time, that's just not going to cut it. You want to be advertising to hundreds and hundreds of groups every single day. So after we have the auto poster set up, I'm going to create a ad library that shows you what you need to put as far as the message that you're sending out. We're not going to be sending out ads directly about the business opportunity that we're a part of. It's going to be simple information that people need, and we're going to just advertise it a lot. And whenever you do that, obviously, on your sidebar, like, the thing that people don't realize is that just because people don't go into the groups a lot, it doesn't mean that they don't see your ads on their sidebar. If you ever notice, whenever you're on Facebook, you'll see, what people are doing. So and so commented or posted in such and such a group, and all that. As long as the initial headline of that ad grabs people's attention, that will start to get it'll start to get people's attention, and people will go to it. Also, whenever you're advertising, and if you're in a group and someone else is in a group, a lot of times people will see it. So on their news feed, so you'll be able to grab people's attention that way too. And of course, right now I'm trying to find one. They were just here like a minute ago. I had like 5 different ads that people had that were showing up on my timeline that they were posting in groups. So, well, right now I'm not going to be able to show you an example, but it does. They show up in your news feed as well. I mean, not a ton of them, but the point is you're not setting up a way that's going to be extremely time consuming. Everything is automated until they do what you want them to do. So like your ad can be, what you want to do is you want to get the people to in some way connect with you. So you can direct them to a fan page. Like I used to always do like my page and ask me how, for example. And I would wake up every single day, no joke, and I would have 10, 20 people there reaching out to me and asking me how I do things. Then I simply would take the conversation, and I'll get more into this in the in-depth of every step to do. But then I take the conversation to chat, and then ultimately what I preferred is to then take the conversation to either Skype if they're overseas or get them on the phone. And I'll break down the conversations and all that stuff too as we move forward with this training. So that's the overview of how this is going to work. And I promise you that if you do it and you work all of the different steps of what it takes to make this happen, it works. And you don't have to be a guru to make this happen. This is literally what I did day one, and I wasn't an expert on Facebook marketing by any means. So let's get this rolling, and we will see how far we can take you in your business.